In part 2, we spoke about how to listen and how to prep for your meeting. Here's how you conduct yourself during the first meeting. Listen to the customer's story first. Take notes writing down everything the customer tells you, and I do mean everything. Sometimes this can take more than an hour. Invest the time. At the end, show the customer your pages and pages of notes. Then tell the customer you're going to read the notes back to them and you want them to let you know if you missed anything. And then read the notes and paraphrase what you've been told. This should take as long as it takes. The net result is the customer will feel heard, which is part of the disarming process. These steps are meant to show you were listening and that the customer was heard. Do not skip any of it. While you're taking notes, nod and say things like, "I understand." Label the customer's feelings while you're listening to their story. If they have a terrible tale of woe, use phrases like, "That must have been frustrating," "That must have been hard," "That sounds really aggravating," and "I wouldn't want to go through that either." Don't feel the need to create a solution during the first meeting. In fact, even though you can often solve the problem with a quick snap of your fingers, if you choose this shortcut, the customer will often decline the solution as he is not yet emotionally invested in the process. At the first meeting, set a time for the second meeting and let the customer know that you're going to do some homework in between. Setting multiple meetings and being game day shows you care and you want to help. Set expectations before the end of the first meeting and let the customer know that you may not have any solutions by the end of the second meeting and you're going to work on their issues. Reassure the customer that he is valuable and important. Do not be defensive, as it will turn out negatively and the customer will feel like you're trying to defend the dealership. Assure the customer that whatever solution you mutually agree to, that you're going to put it in writing and both parties will sign it. This is an important part of the first meeting. It sets expectations and shows the customer as a person of your word that you're going to put in writing what you said. This builds confidence and trust. That's part 3. In part 4, we're going to talk about how to irritate the customer. I'm Tom Kline, and thanks for seeing things from a better vantage point.